All right, kings and queens, clash your swords. Yeah, yeah. You kings and queens already know.
100 kings and 100 queens.
No. Yeah. Had a sip of this good old green tea here. All right. Hope y'all watched the last two videos. Give y'all some good knowledge. This video here is about knowing that you know that you know that you know. There are a lot of you who took the pre-step quiz before it was even time for y'all to take it, and I told you were just wasting your time because I told y'all specifically not to take the quiz. You ain't done with your pre-step one, so you shouldn't be taking pre-step one quiz. You're quizzed on it after you've done the process to make sure you know what it entails, the details about it, the why you're doing it, okay? To know, for me to know and for you to know how to use it if you was in a situation. And I'm going to say this before I even start. After you take this quiz, and this is only for those that are done with pre-step one. What is pre-step one? Well, go back and watch the administrative list video. It'll tell you what pre-step one is. Okay? It entails your 2848, Form 56, and your durable power of attorney in fact. Okay, once you're done all three of those and turn those into the IRS, got your CAV number back, you can clearly, or waiting on your CAV number, you can clearly take the quiz. Now, anybody who didn't pass pre-step one, who done all this, you need to be taking the quiz. I will not do not one barcode. I will not review not one document until it is done and complete. Now, there are some of you that said, oh, there was a problem with the... No. You need to come back. I will not look at any of your... So I'm telling you right now, those I spoke to about this, who said, oh, it's something wrong with it, ain't a goddamn thing wrong with this goddamn quiz. You messed up, so you need to get on the phone with me. I'm telling you at the sound of my voice, don't call me talking about, oh, I got an appointment today. Until you done went down the line with each one of these questions. Here, as y'all see them. Because I want to know if you got 3 opportunities to take this quiz and pass. Now, if you're done with pre-step one, I need to see all your documents. I told you, if you get finished with one document, you need to schedule an appointment for me to review it. Make sure before you take it to the IRS that it's done right. Then after it's taken to the IRS, bring it back to me so I can look at it to make sure your ass didn't change nothing. Okay? And make sure it was done right. Then you move to the next document. Same thing with that one. This goes for every single step of the way. Now, I can easily do it this way. Tell you just go about your business and do whatever you want to do. Would you want somebody to do you like that? Here it is for $100 a month. I'm sitting here step by step with you, walking you, making sure you stepping on the right. It's like walking a blind man. And the scripture said, let the blind lead the blind. So if this person don't know what the hell they're doing over there and they're leading you in this situation, then you're blind too. But I'm not blind. I was blind, but now I see. So since I can see, you're attached to me so you can see. So make sure you get the true answers for each one of these questions here so y'all will know what to do, when to do it, and why to do it. Like I explained to a king on the phone today, the reason for it, I broke down every last one he got wrong. So every last one you got wrong, I don't care on your first try, second try, and third try. I need to know the grade for each one. You get 3 tries. I want to see the screenshot for each one you failed. Don't come to me with just the last saying I failed, because now you still don't understand the other ones that you missed before you got it right. You don't even know why you did it, why you answered it that way. And if you did, I want to know why you answered it that way. Because the answers I've been getting from a lot of you is so off. This is a trick question test. And I'm not going to tell you which ones is a trick question. But it's not easy. And there's nothing wrong with this test. Nothing. Oh, it gave me this answer, but I said this and this was the answer. It's wrong. So Queen Daniela goes, y'all were wrong. I went back in and I looked at every last one of y'all I talked to and then break it down to y'all. Y'all need to get this. Y'all need to come back and let me look at your dang quiz again. And we're going over it again. If you haven't finished your IRS pre-step 1, then don't worry about the quiz yet. Y'all can move on to your executive orders. Okay? There are some documents that y'all going to need. Go back and watch the video called 6 Mandated Barcodes. The copyright is not for y'all to do right now. Some of y'all are getting that just in order to get the ITIN. The International Driver's License number. That don't mean you go through with the copyright. Okay? I'm just giving you that for the time being. Put that to the side till you get to step 1. You got pre-step 2, which is the silver or copper. Pre-step 3, which is the birth certificates. Some of y'all going doing this stuff out of order, and y'all gonna really realize why you don't supposed to do it out of order. You got to kill off the power of attorney before you put a claim on the birth certificate. Remember, you can't leave the country unless you kill off the power of attorney. Some of you leaving the country as a straw man without permission from the state. We already know how this stuff works because we had a king that dealt with the state. And he called them to tell them he needed to change the country to, I think it was Kenya. And they went into, oh, it's already done. Wait a minute, back up. He did it in Jamaica. He changed his country that he was sending his trust to Kenya. But when he went to the state to tell them, hey, I need this redone, they already had it in the computer saying, oh, it's already in there for Kenya. How did they know that? Because I told y'all, when y'all do the Form 56 and do the power of attorney, this stuff is signaled out to the Social Security Administration, the Secretary of the State, that you have left the country. You have left the building. And there's plenty of people then got the witness, say witness, that it actually works. One king was in jail. We couldn't figure out why they let him out. The way they let him out is a certain way they let him out. Maybe I'll do an interview with him. I think I'm going to do an interview with him because I got a couple other things I want to talk to him about on the interview. But, yeah. Let him out. Wow. I mean, it's just like if they was behind you and they try to pull you over, can't pull you over. Like I told y'all, the result of when the cops got behind me, they read the tag, and that's why I tell you, don't change your tag. Keep your tag the way it was, because the Secretary of State them go in and they put in there, do not harm, do not touch, and they're skirt off. They was in the same lane as me. It's 3 lanes. We were approaching the red light. They skirt way over. Didn't turn on no lights, so it wasn't no call, and just turned right and kept going. So your status is corrected. This is the beginning of the status correction. It ain't the full. The full is the whole 7 steps. Okay? And here's a thing to this king who keeps sending me this stuff from this asshole person who keeps sending stuff about the UCC. UCC is Uniform Commercial Code. Commercial. It has nothing to do with status. Actually, it does. It actually does have something to do with status. It has something to do with the creditor versus the debtor. Now, what does that have to do with status? Well, when you look at the Ecclesiastical Depot, you tell that mother sucker to read that. They talk about discharging of the debt. They talk about administrators. See, what you're doing when you have a UCC filing, you're killing off the administrator, okay, and putting your own trust in as the administrator, because the trust is the administrator. Can be the executor, I ain't going to say the grantor, but the grantor is the one who creates the trust. So now you fire off the administrators. That was the corporations in the United States. Do y'all get that? So now the trust is taking the place for the beneficiary to sit back wherever they are in the private and receive their benefits, which is the gold and silver, or the spirit of the gold and silver, which is called credits. I'm breaking this down to you. So this asshole will keep telling you, and you keep sending this stuff to me about what they motherfucking say about a goddamn UCC. Let me tell you something. One thing nobody will do is give me any education on the UCC. And I'm going to tell you why. I learned from the white people, the ones in the corporate buildings, who corrected me on it. So don't think King Stevian can't be corrected. I was just starting. And they showed me about the silver being real estate. They put it in as real estate. Which means if you get one of the silver registrations from me, that means your UCC is now a 25 to 30-year UCC. But if you utilize the barcode, the 13-digit barcode correctly, it's now a transmitting utility, meaning your UCC doesn't expire. I am right now currently working on a transmitting utility document. So when y'all get to step 7 for your UCC, you will use this transmitting utility, which is an assignment to y'all, as your transmitting utility in your UCC. So it'll never expire. Okay? Working on that as we speak. But back to the test, the quiz. You need to know in and out about this. Because some of you got the question, hey, why am I doing this again? Why are we starting over? Because of the newbies. It ain't because of it's because of all y'all. Because every time we get on the phone, I'm spending more than an hour on the phone with some of y'all because y'all asking all these goddamn questions. Y'all shouldn't be asking me all these questions. If you take the quiz after every step, trust me, you will never have any questions on any of this stuff. You will know how to utilize these documents, the durable power of attorney, Form 56, 28, 48, in detail. Perfectly, accurately. Ask yourself, why are you asking me so many questions? Because I'm starting to think some of y'all are the feds. Why this? Why this? Why this? I get tired of that. And the reason being because y'all haven't took the quiz. It haven't been broke down. Y'all think y'all can just keep running through this stuff without having details of it in your brain. So every last one of you take these quizzes. I want y'all to take some days to meditate on it before you move to the next step. Because you need to meditate and put yourself in that situation. If I had to deal with the, let's see, let's go up the, if I have to deal with the Form 56, taking over the straw man. Somebody didn't even know. They said, what line on the Form 56 proves that we are taking over the straw man? But do you know why? So I'm going to hit you with that. What happens on this answer right here? He couldn't answer it. He was guessing. But see, if he knowed or knew, somebody knowed, knowed, if he knew it, anytime the police prove him, anytime judge come at him, anytime officer come at him, he could sit confident in what he speak to them. Because he know. Like me. This is the purpose of the quiz. Don't think it's just a quiz. Don't think someone's trying to slow you down. I'm slowing your ass down because y'all running too damn fast. This stuff is your life. I'm going to say it again. This is your life. How can it be our life if it's dead, King? Because you're trying to take your life back from being dead. How are you going to explain this in detail to your sons, your daughters, your grandbabies? Don't rush through. And another thing, when y'all get on these websites, don't go signing up for these steps. It's my job to sign y'all up. The next person do that, I'm cutting you out of this damn group. King Zet Rock. Keep going signing up for the damn classes. You're not in control here. Some of y'all acting like ADHD children. What is it, ADHD, ADH, whatever. Just running all over the goddamn place. Don't even know why you're taking it. Slow your ass down. Take the test. Study every last one of these questions and why the answer is correct. Even if you get the answer correct, you need to know in detail why you put that answer. I'm telling you, this is not an easy quiz. You may think it's easy because you got the answers right, but you better be able to explain every last one of these questions to me and the answers. Better at least take 2 to 3 days on this. Because I'm telling you, after it's over, if you run through the next thing, next step, next document, next barcode, when you wind up coming in a situation, I'm going to like, did you take the pre-step 1 quiz? I'm going to be like, your answer is in there. Because I'm done with answering questions. It's wearing me the fuck out. This is why y'all ask so many damn questions. Because you haven't been quizzed. This is why I'm slowing down and pumping the brakes on every last one. Listen, this is the time right now for y'all to understand is why the government's being shut down. You need to thank the Most High for that. Because other than that, y'all be running. I want to do this bill, do that bill, do this bill, do that bill, do this bill. But all the while, you don't know that precept 1 has a lot to do with this. Remember that the trustee, the executor, is under the Safe Harbor Act under the trust, as he or she steers the boat. So when the trustee gets a frivolous filing, this is why they always come back at your straw man with it. Because they cannot come at the king with a frivolous filing, or the queen. Did y'all know that? So if they ever come at y'all as the king or queen with a frivolous father, you need to send them back the Safe Harbor Act. Go look it up and tell them, write them a letter in purple, I, king such and such of the such and such state, or queen such and such of the such and such state, fall up under the Safe Harbor Act. I order you to explain to me what was done wrong and what is needed to reverse this frivolous filing. So that's why it's frivolous, because you didn't turn in enough stuff. They're not taking it serious. They're looking at it as you didn't take it serious. So every last one of you, I was only a couple that I spoke to about this quiz in detail. So Daniela, Ghost, y'all still need to come back, because there's nothing wrong with this. And then the other queen who in the group, I don't remember which one it is, but like I told y'all, you need to understand this stuff. Understand, overstand. Okay? You know, the 13-digit barcode gives different jurisdictions to the U.S. Most everybody got that one wrong. And y'all don't even know what jurisdiction it gives. That's crazy. If you know what the 13-digit barcode is and know what the 12-digit barcode is, you should know each jurisdiction it is. That's what's crazy about this. I'm not finna give you the answer on there. I'm leave it for y'all to answer. And then the order of it, y'all got that wrong. Yeah, y'all looking at the questions. Those who haven't hit this yet, better look at them and be ready. Says in order what documents are turned in. That one right there. Jody, everybody got that wrong. Everybody got that wrong. And it's a detailed thing in here that you need to know. You got to know it. That is so important. This question right here is so important for your whole process. Dealing with your usage. ROP. Let's give you that hint. ROP. That's the key right there. Right of publicity. Right of publicity. You got private, you got public. You have to really ponder on this. This is serious, guys. And this is how I know a lot of you are just rushing. And I don't mean Russian as in the guy from Russia, but I mean... Anyway, everybody in the university, that's everybody, need to go back and take this pre-step 1 quiz. Then after you're done with that, you're going to move to pre-step 2, pre-step 3, step 1, step 2, step 3. So whatever step you on or step you didn't pass, you need to have a quiz taken for each one of those that you didn't complete it. If you're on step 2 right now, then that means you should have a pre-step 1 taken. But you're going to crawl your way to that one. You're not just going to run to it and go try to take them all at one time. No, I'm not going to handle it that way. You cannot handle it that way. And the reason being is because you need to know this and meditate on this. Listen, I'm about to get the hell out of here. So this is why I'm slowing down, So that way y'all can notice, so that way you can explain it to your sons, your daughters, your auntie, your uncle, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, your dog, your cat. Yeah, I seen your cat over there writing on that Form 56. Yeah. But anyway. And you need to be thankful because this is the time right now for y'all to pump y'all brakes and get this stuff in detail. Because when I'm gone, who's going to explain it better than me? Yourself. So know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I got to stop and pump my brakes like the Most High say do, because y'all need to slow down. I'm telling y'all are moving like damn whirlwinds. Breathe. Breathe. And for those that don't want to do it, when you wind up in trouble, you're going to wonder why I did what I did right here. The king that got locked up, he know about the Form 56. He know how powerful it is. He wasn't even done with his 2848 and his 2848 yet, and that Form 56 has so much power. So that's all he had turned in. This is why I keep going back, revamping the answers on the Form 56, because there's always something to make it better. But let it come from me, not you. Don't go lean into y'all own understanding, because you don't know this process. Precept 1 links up with step 7. Precept 1 links up with step 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the other precepts. You really need to stop and think about it. Some of you want to get to the big boy stuff, and if you don't understand the basics, the big stuff is going to consume you. And when you're consumed, then the state, the judges, the courts can assume, because you've been consumed. How can they assume? Well, that means they can use you and say you are a dead and you're incompetent. 31 CFR 240.14 through 17. They have to show why you are incompetent. That's their proof right there. Because you don't know this stuff here in detail. But when you know this in detail, you can sit back, put your foot like I did in the courthouse on the damn table. I ain't have no straw in my mouth, but you put a straw in your goddamn mouth. I mean, one of those straws that you be out there picking hay and corn and all that stuff there with. Yeah, and be cocky with it, arrogant with it, conceited with it. I never want to be that way, but y'all can be. Because you know the game. You know how to play it. You ever played a card game and you just, yeah, you know, you be up there bluffing. Just know it. Go ahead. Shoot your shot. Go ahead. That's how you're talking to them. When you're in a situation like that and you're in your square, you can jump outside the square and start dancing around it, break dancing. You know? They're like, damn, why this dude outside this square? All the while, they don't know you left your straw man in there standing on your square. While you come outside the square and start slapping mugs. I'm just giving you an idea, the vision, how confident y'all will be. This is about building your confidence right now. So while they are doing what they're doing, y'all need to be getting in order. Y'all need to be strengthening up. You might say you just want to get through it. For those that want to just get through, run your ass through. Don't worry about the test. But when you don't worry about the tests or the quizzes, don't worry about asking me a question. Because I'm going to go back through all your quizzes and see if you took them. If it says 0 there, no, I'm not going to. Because every time you come and you have an appointment, I pull your folder out. So the 2 kings I talked to today, the 1 king, jotting this down in the folder. And I told him he need to meditate before he move to precept 2. He need to be thankful that someone cares this much to slow you down and say, hey, slow down. It's like, think about in the scripture when the men was out there preaching and Peter asked Jesus, he said, Master, should we call upon God from the heavens to strike them down? Then he would say something about the fire striking them down. He said, no. If they're not against us, then they're for us. So what religion were they over there teaching? It wasn't the same religion. Because Jesus was teaching something totally different. So that just lets you know when I started this group, I told the Most High, I said, listen, some of these are Muslims. Some of these are Buddhists. And he took me to that scripture right there. If they're not against us, then they're for us. They weren't teaching about Christ, because they ain't know none of him. It could have been somebody that followed me and just decided to go their own way. So that just lets y'all know there's not no one way. Look at that scripture right there. If they're teaching the goodness of God, and they're not going against what the Christ taught, then they're for us. Okay, so y'all need to meditate on this stuff. And really look it over. Slow down. Pump your brakes. Okay? Now, at this moment right now, I'm doing the executive orders for some people, but some of y'all rushing with the bills. It don't make no sense because the IRS buildings are not open. The Treasury, certain parts of the Treasury are not open. So what's the point of rushing about bills? Slow down. This is the time to get the understanding of why you're doing what you're doing. When to do what you're doing or gonna do. All right? All right? So, if you use this information to get free, do not blame me. Blame the L, the O, the R, the D. Won't he do it? Oh yes, he'll do it. So what you need to do is get this knowledge and start to pursue it. I'm King Stevian, representing the 100 Kings and the 100 Queens. I am out. Peace.